finally made it to Cedar Point, and it was amazing. In some ways more than others. Yeah, I'm not talking about Cedar Point my ride for more than 5 seconds in this video, so I'm doing a top 10, not a top 16. I did not get around to riding Top Thrill Dragster due to an injury that happened on it last year, so that will not be in this list. Here's a quick list of rides that, let's be serious, are pretty bad. 15. Wilderness Run. The amount of G-forces made my head hurt. 14. Cedar Creek Mine Ride. Just why? 13. Woodstock Express. Too fast. Scary. 12. Corkscrew. Ow! 11. Rougarou. Horrible. Terrible. Really. Now for the real list, aka the rides that were actually good. Number 10. Iron Dragon. This is a little family coaster that was really fun. That's about it. Like, literally. Number 9. Blue Streak. Before I get into this review, let me say that this coaster felt so much smoother than I thought it would be. Sure, in some of the valleys it hurts, but at least it's not Rougarou. But seriously, this coaster has some pretty fun airtime. Because it's like 7 years old, I gotta say it holds up. Cedar Fair's maintenance team is truly amazing. I mean, this was a ride we found on the midway after we exited Val Raven. It is one of those coasters that you only ride when you've done everything else in the park. Number 8. Magnum XL200. I only rode this coaster one time. Back row, right seat, and let me tell you, that is the most ridiculous airtime in the world. You get legitimately thrown out of your seat and into your lap bar. Just look at this clip. As a coaster enthusiast, I love it. But as somebody who also doesn't like headaches, I might pass this one up if I ever go again. It is the original hypercoaster and gives awesome views. I honestly find the support structure cooler than any other coaster in the world. Cedar Point says it rules the sky. Yeah, sure. There's not much to say about this coaster. Is big invert. Feels like bird. Because I have nothing to say, I will say a joke. What do you call an elephant that doesn't nap? What am I doing? Number 6. Gemini. This coaster isn't intense, but for some reason it holds a soft spot in my heart or something. This coaster is just complete fun. Whether it's trying to high-five the other train or screaming stuff at the other train, this ride is super fun. And let me say, if you don't like a rough ride, Red Train Front Row is the way to go with this coaster. Number 5. Val Raven. It is the most GP coaster the GPs could GP as a GP. What am I doing? Okay, but actually, I had the best ride of my life on this coaster. We got front row edge seats at night. And as soon as we got to the holding break, my mom started having a panic attack. And then we dropped. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, but seriously, this coaster is a one-trick pony. I mean, sure, it's an awesome night ride, and the Immelman is wow, but there isn't much to it. Number 4, Gatekeeper. This coaster is pure fun, while trying to rip off your legs. Yeah, the bottom of the first drop is pretty intense. Just note that if you go on a windy day, you will be assigned a row. But if it isn't windy, I suggest front row. It's a wing coaster. The end. Number 3, Maverick. Launch go vroom vroom, very whippy. This coaster feels like it's trying to hurt you. The 95-degree drop should not be allowed. The transitions are not okay. And the second launch, whee! Okay, but honestly, when you get to the brake, you are being stapled by a big metal bar on your leg, and it hurts. This would honestly probably be number 1 if it wasn't for the restraints. This coaster was my highest bucket list coaster, and I rode it as soon as I got to Cedar Point. Being pulled over the back row, 310 feet in the air, is ridiculous, but the rest of the ride is just pretty good. Not as good as Maverick, but then the next day, I got a front row night ride on this coaster. If you look over the lift, Lake Erie is a black abyss. The feeling going 92 miles an hour with not a care in the world is not okay. I legitimately swallowed close to 50 bugs on this coaster, but I did not care. Nothing can beat this, except for number 1, Steel Vengeance. I have no words to describe this coaster, although I do talk about it for like 5 minutes in this video. So honestly, just go watch that video to hear me talk about it. Also, quick secret tip, if you get the last train of the night on this coaster, they send you around twice, and it is a surreal experience. There's nothing better than weaving through the lit up structure at like midnight. That's all I have to say today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one, everybody.